Hello and welcome to Blockchain Cuties, a game about collecting the cutest pets and sending them on adventures. In this video, we will look on the basics of playing this crypto game. There are a few requirements that have to be met before you can start playing Blockchain Cuties. You have to use a secure wallet like MetaMask, Trust Wallet, or others in order to play the game. I will cover differences of the wallets in another video. This time, I am using MetaMask as my secure wallet solution, and it's quite easy to use. To start playing, simply click on the big blue button. In my case, as I'm using MetaMask, it should bring up and pop-up of the extension. Sometimes it doesn't work that way. Then it's necessary to manually open up the pop-up by clicking on the MetaMask icon. After you are signed in, the game will require you to finish creating your profile. It requires email and your preferred nickname. After you have finished your profile, you get transferred to My Cuties page, where it says, "So far you do not have cuties, but this is an excellent occasion to get one." These free pets are being sold by other players. They are the suggested ones, but not always the best. In order to start the game, there are two options for you. You can either get the tutorial pet, which comes free of cost, and breed it with another pet, or you can buy a fresh one from the marketplace. I suggest you to buy a fresh one, as the tutorial pet's default generation is generation 13, and that is considered very low. Let's press show more and see what other pets there are for sale. Right now we are in marketplace, and we can see a lot of different cute and beautiful pets, including cats, dogs, bears, lizards and foxes. The top row represents the featured panel. This panel represents all pets who are being sold by players and who have paid the extra fee for their cuties to appear on this panel. Let's browse for some pets and find a nice one for us to start the game. In order to understand which cuties are good and which ones are not so good, let's take a look at one of Cuties' profile page and see what's hidden there. There is a lot of information found on this page about the cutie. The price of the cutie on the market, number of likes it has overall, the name of the cutie, owner of the cutie, generation of the cutie, breeding and adventure cooldowns of the cutie, as well as experience it has received and its stats. There's also a price graph if the cutie is for sale, and you can see the start and end price of the auction. Also, there's equipment tab where items would be shown if cutie would be wearing any. Attribute tab, which shows all the attributes this cutie has. This is important, because breeding cuties with the correct attributes can produce a fancy cutie that's more rare than others. Genome, which is the science behind the looks of the cuties and is one of the most important parts when doing selective breeding. Last but not least, the Parents tab, where you can see parents of this cutie. So how do I know if this cutie is worth my Ethereum? There are several reasons why you would consider buying one. Will the cutie be good for breeding, or will the cutie be good for adventures? Cuties with a lot of different attributes are usually considered better for breeding, whereas cuties with good adventure cooldowns are considered way better for adventures. Let's look at this cutie more closely. Important thing for us to notice is the generation of the cutie. The lower the generation, the stronger the cutie is in adventures. Also, lower generations have better starting cooldowns for breeding and for adventures overall. Generation 0 cuties are considered the best. There's an important thing for you to remember. Every time the cutie breeds or goes to an adventure, this cooldown gets lowered by one step. Let us find a Generation 0 cutie which has good cooldowns. In order to find what we require, let's use the filter. Here we can choose cuties by type, nobility, rarity, cooldowns, and generation. Let's find a Generation 0 cutie with lightning fast starting cooldown. Sliding down, we see a lot of different cuties available. Straightforward, we see that Cutie 274, this nice little dog with yellow hair, has lightning fast breeding cooldown and also has iron-like adventure cooldown. It's the best cutie we can possibly get right now. So if you want to buy a dog, we would get this one. But I don't like the looks of this dog. I do not really like the Cutie 274 outlook, so I'm going to pick this nice dog over here that has this brown little tint to it and nice long ears. Cutie 2779, I'm going to buy you. Press on buy now. In order to buy this cutie, by clicking the button below, you will transfer 0.1385 Ethereum to creator, and Cutie 279 will be transferred to you in return. Let's buy this cutie. A MetaMask pop-up appears that asks us to confirm this transaction. Now, we are transferred into Activity tab, where we see how many confirmations there are for our transaction. You can press on View Transaction in order to see how your transaction is going. We can see that this transaction is a success and there's one block of confirmation right now. Congratulations! You have just bought your first cutie. In the next video, we are going to look more in detail into adventures and breeding. Thank you for watching and see you in game.